Hi there, this is Savewith Crypto. Okay, so I want to just tell you about the fees that you pay on the Maiar DEX when you're doing various things like harvesting or reinvesting or staking. So I've done a few experiments today because a lot of people in the comments have been saying things like, it costs $50 to harvest and $1.85 or whatever. This is what I've found so far. I've done a few harvests today. I've done about 3 or 4. The last 2 I have written down the values that it took in EGLD to do the harvest. And to do 2 harvests, first of all, it cost 0.0012 EGLD. And I did it again and it cost 0.0011 EGLD. The MEX reinvestment, which some people mentioned earlier on that I should have done rather than doing a harvest and then reinvesting, is actually quite cheap. Actually, it's 0.0006 EGLD. I did that again and it cost 0.006 EGLD. And staking MEX is generally 0.0009 EGLD. The second time I tried it, it was 0.0010. Now, in each of these cases, I've been dealing with a sum of money that's been equivalent to about $100 to $150. I've got a bit more built up now, so I want to do this test again and show you how I did it, and let's nail this once and for all about these fees. Okay, so first of all, I'm just going to make a note of the amount of EGLD I've got, which is that, and I'll just put that here somewhere, and then I'm going to do a harvest on my 2 EGLD MEX farms. So I'll just go harvest all done. Okay, let's check on the amount of EGLD I've got now. 0.3664. So that actually cost me the same as my second harvest. So we can say here that on the third attempt, the second harvest was also 0.0011 EGLD. Okay, let's do a MEX reinvestment. So let's reinvest here. So that's all done. And let's just check the EGLD balance. And that is that figure there. So let's do the sums on that. So once again, that's the same as it always was. So it seems to be always 0.0006 EGLD. Okay, then what we need to do now is stake the MEX. So we'll do stake. Okay, so to restake that, let's go here, MEX, maximum stake. Okay, farm stake added. I must admit, this is all working really fast and beautiful. Really cool. Okay, so the amount of EGLD I have there is that. Go back to my Word document. So that means that has cost me, that was 0.0009 EGLD. So that's how much it costs. Okay. So to me, it seems like there's fairly standard costs for everything. It doesn't matter how much you harvest. I was using 5 times the amount I was using in the previous examples. And in the first case, it was slightly cheaper for the harvest. The MEX reinvestment was exactly the same. And the staking again was the cheapest of the 2, so that seems to make no difference. Now, how much does this actually cost then? Okay, so the current price of EGLD is, well, it's actually only $273 at the moment, so if we can work that out, I'll just have a little go on the calculator. Okay, so at today's rates, it seems like doing 2 harvests costs about 32 cents. To do a MEX reinvestment costs about 16 cents. and to stake MEX costs about 27 cents. It's super cheap. So the question is, how often should you re-compound your gains? And I would say, if you've got tons of money, do it every 30 minutes, which is the limit. If you haven't got lots of money, just do it every time one of your farms reaches $10. So yeah, I just say keep rocking on. Really, I mean, I've got fairly big bags here, but this is earning me about $2,000 a day. I'm not complaining at all. It's all really good. I started off with 365 EGLD and a chunk of airdropped MEX that I got as well. That was worth about $3,000 or something like that. So it came to about $101,000, and that's now, if you look at my wallet thingy here, it's saying MEX account's worth $157,000. So that's about 50 grand since the 19th of November, which is pretty good, really. It used to take me years to earn that. I mean, a lot of people have talked about, okay, well, I've just got loads of money and stuff. Look, I'll tell you why I got loads of money is because I bought a load of Elrond when it was called ERD back in 2020 when I was just learning to trade. I wasn't very good at it, and I'm still not very good at it. And I basically bought Elrond ERD around this price here by like $13 or something, and then it went down to like $4 or something like that. And my initial bag of like 7 grand went down to about 3 grand, and then it basically became EGLD in September 2020. And I was thinking, okay, if it gets to $11, then that'll be like really good. I'll have doubled my bags, but it didn't. It kind of dropped. It dropped even more. So what did I do? Something I'd bought dropped in value. I just bought more. So I basically doubled my bags. So I basically paid about $10,000 for my Elrond, which was EGLD. And now it's about $150,000, and I'm determined to make this into $1 million, and that's my plan. Anyway, guys, I think this is enough of me rambling on. Look, I just think this is a great opportunity. I know everyone thinks I'm like a sort of Elrond moon boy. I probably am, to be honest, actually, but I really do think it's just an excellent project, and I think everything's going to be fine. If you haven't seen the Elrond public town hall meeting from today, December the 10th, please do check it out, because Benjamin comes up with some really good points. He also says things like, there was a question sort of saying, will MEX ever be on various exchanges? And he said, well, yes, and of course it will. And when that happens, MEX is going to be in a really good place. I mean, that's when you're going to make your money. If you haven't made shitloads of money already, then, if you're accumulating MEX now, next December, that's going to start turning into MEX. And by May the 14th, I think it is, 2023, all your MEX will be MEX. You can do whatever you want with that. But I think, if you've accumulated MEX at this point in time, you're going to be sorted, mate. You're going to be like, rich as fuck, completely, and, you'll wonder what the hell all your mates were doing their shitty jobs and all that sort of thing. That's what I think, anyway. Not financial advice, of course, but anyway, if you enjoyed a bit of hopium and a bit of Elrond Moonboy-ism, then do click the like. If for some weird reason you didn't like this, then do click dislike, but click it twice just to make sure I know, right? That's how I will know. Do make sure you're subscribed, because a lot of you aren't. I can't understand why not. I get lots of views, but not everyone's subscribed. I'm really after that 3,000 subscribers. That'd be really cool. And above all, Tell your friends.